Welcome back to the Queen of Games YouTube channel. It is Saturday and I am on Grow a Garden, and here we are at the fairy event. Fairy event is happening right now. You can tell it says Fairies, higher glimmering a fruit chance. There one goes right to my garden. This is the Fairy Godmother. So let's talk to her. And we say, who are you? And she said, why, I'm your Fairy Godmother. Talk to the fairies and use the wishing well to get fairy points. Bring the points back to her. Okay, so then when you can say, what does the wishing well do? And she says, offer glimmering fruit at the fountain to power it up. Filling the fountain task will power it up instantly. When the fountain is powered up, you will be granted a wish. Okay, so here's the fountain. It says I need to get to 100 points, and also it says I need 1 glimmering corn is the special request. I'm hoping I can put other glimmering foods in here too, because it says I can offer all plants, show the task, which says I want that the fountain wants a glimmering piece of corn. And then I guess if I complete that specifically, it will go to a different level. And then you can see the fountain rewards, which we have an enchanted seed pack. That's new. So you have Sunbulb, Glowthorn, Lightshoot, Blair Rose, Spirit Flower, and Wispwing. So that's cool. There's also a cosmetic crate called the Enchanted Crate, and it says there's a fairy stand, fairy chair, fairy lamp, fairy gate, mushroom gnome home, which that looks really cool, a gnome wagon, and then a fairy pond and a fairy mirror. So cool cosmetics if you want to decorate your garden. There's also fairy points that I guess we would go ahead and give the godmother. There's a glimmering radar, which probably works the same as the other radar, where it grabs all the glimmering plants in your garden within a certain amount of radius. There's a fairy targeter, which maybe means you place that down and then the fairies that are happening during that hour will go to that area. Same thing down here, same stuff, except now we have a mutation spray glimmering, so you can spray your own plant. So like, say I never get one of the corns to be glimmering, I could get the spray it on the corn, boom, done, got it. There's also an enchanted egg, so a new egg this week, that has the ladybug, pixie, imp, glimmering sprite, and a cockatrice. That looks kind of cool. This looks like a dragon / like chicken. I don't know. Tier 3, same kind of rewards, except now you have pet shard glimmering. Tier 4, all the same stuff. Tier 5, same stuff, except there is, it looks like a new plant, Aurora Vine. So very cool. And then she has her own set of stuff where you can do upgrades. So once you get points from her, from I guess like the wishing well, then you can get like glimmer multiplier, roaming fairy spawn amount, fairy event duration, fairy spawn amount, and these are the points that it costs. So we're gonna have to see how all of this works. Right now I'm gonna wait for all the fairies to be done adding glimmering to my garden, and then we are going to collect stuff and see what happens. Okay, I collected some things. Let's go see if any of it is glimmering. So I say, yes, I want to make a wish. And I say, offer all plants. Okay, so I got 1 fairy point because I submitted 1 thing. So I guess that doesn't do, anything for me. I need to get it to 100. And I did not offer corn because I did not have a corn yet. So let's keep trying. I know I have stuff I need to sell right now. My inventory is full. Okay, let's go back to my garden and collect. All right, let's go ahead and submit some more plants. They offer all plants. Okay, I only have 12 points to see. It's going to take quite a while, probably maybe a couple rounds per hour to be able to fill up your whole bar, unless you're able to get the special requirement. I think then you would get more. All right, after the event is over, you'll also find throughout the hour different fairies that will appear around the map, just like this. So you see it's way over here, and I can interact with the fairy, and it says, flutter by. Now that fairy will go to my garden and it will cause something to get glimmering. So let's see if that will pop up. Yep, a fruit in your garden mutated to glimmering. So even if you're not on every hour when all the fairies are roaming, you can still find some fairies while you're playing to hopefully get some glimmering fruits. It does seem like this event is going to take a lot of effort and time if you want to play it. Okay, so you see I have 97 points. I had to wait again another hour to get enough points, and now I have something. So there we go. It says fountain power is full. So I still need to complete the Godmother's quest, but I can make a wish. I'm making a wish. Okay, so it gives you a chance to choose rewards. So I can get the fairy targeter, fairy points, or the glimmering radar. I feel like the points would probably be our best bet right now. So I'm going to do that. What does the question mark say? Oh, here are my tier 1 rewards. So, okay, I guess the fairy points isn't that good. Maybe I should get the fairy targeter because it's a lower percent. I'll get the fairy targeter this time. Okay, your wish is granted. So now I have a new thing I need to put in here. It says a glimmering apple. I guess I'm still on the first task. That will fill it up all the way if I can get a glimmering apple, which would be really cool. Let's talk to the fairy godmother now because we have points and say, show me the upgrade. So, okay, I guess I have 874 points. I could buy Glimmer Multiplier. I'm not really sure what that does. Foaming Rary spawn amount. I don't have enough for any of these other things. Let's just do the Glimmer Multiplier and see what happens. Okay, so there we go. I don't have any other plants. Okay, let's put our fairy targeter by our apple tree, because then hopefully I will get one of those apples. Let me place the fairy targeter right here. Hopefully that means it will go to the apple tree. We will see. Oh, looks like I have multiple of them. Do I have more than one? Or did I only get one? Yeah, I only got one. Okay. So we'll see how that works because we have fairies going on right now. Okay. Wow. I guess I didn't place it in the best. Oh, yeah. It's good. 9 enchants left. So hopefully it will, I guess it'll do its own thing and get the fairies to try and come over there. That would be great. In the meantime, we can collect more glimmering items to still upgrade our thing. We can check our other apple tree. I do have multiple apple trees. So maybe it will give points to our other stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this update. I'm pretty sure there's a new crafting recipe. Let's go check real quick. Oh yes, you can now craft the mandrake from last week's update in the crafting recipe area right here. In here, there is an event lantern, which says teleports to the event. You need a recall wrench, an apple, and 350,000 sheckles. So I don't know. Oh, and you can also make the glimmering spray as well. So it says you need a cleaning spray, an orange tulip, a daffodil, and a mango, and 1 million sheckles. So that's really cool, and you'll be able to spray it 3 times. So I might try and craft that so that way I can do my apple. It does say, oh, at craft time, it crafts really quickly too. So that's awesome. And I don't think there's anything else. I don't know if this is new or if it was here last week, but it's a pet pouch, which increases your pet inventory slot by 1. The max is plus 50. So you need a common egg, a corn dog, a small treat, a small toy, and 50 million sheckles to be able to craft that. I don't have the cooking kit right now, so I cannot make that. And there's no new eggs, nothing new in the gear shop. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that stuff. Over here at the seed shop, he has all the same seeds as last week, except now it says unless this is a glitch, it's locked. It says feed NPC to unlock. So maybe there's special seeds you can buy here. Like I said, I don't have the cooking kit, so I cannot do that to show you. I'm still trying to work on the achievements to be able to get that. And then also over here, one last new thing is this Garden Ascension person, and their name is Orson, the coin keeper. Hello, welcome, but beware what you seek. You can say, who are you? And he says, I am the garden coin keeper. I can give you a garden coin for a steep price. However, you can only buy 10 garden coins each time. Get enough garden coins and you can buy useful items. So, if you say I want to ascend, this is what he says you need to do. You need a whole lot of money. I think it's like $1 trillion. And then you will get 10 garden coins. But you lose all your money. So after you submit 1 trillion coins to him, he will give you 10 garden coins. And you may be wondering, well, what are the garden coins? So you say, what are you selling? And these garden coins are what you can buy. The biggest one being another slave slot for an additional garden plot, which costs 50 garden coins. So you would need to spend 5 trillion unless the more you spend, the more money you give him to ascend, that he adds the price up. I don't know. I don't even have $1 trillion. I only have 455 billion. But if you do that and you get all of it, you can get an additional garden. You can also spend for egg capacity upgrade. So unlock 1 additional egg slot for your farm. Pet inventory capacity, unlock 10 additional slots for your pet inventory. Cosmetic inventory capacity, unlock 10 additional slots for your cosmetic inventory. And plant inventory, unlock 10 additional slots for your plant inventory. So if you have the money and you want to spend it and you have nothing to spend it on, you can spend all your money here. This is voided for me because I just don't even have enough. Anyway, that's that for the update. So yeah, you got a lot to do if you want to do the event this week. It is going to take a lot of time to be able to fill that fountain unless you're able to craft the spray and give it exactly what it wants, or you get lucky. So that's it for this week. I will see you next time on Saturday next week for the next Grow a Garden update. Bye.